Hello, Fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2018, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We do have an active sky, and look, I know I always say that it's an amazing month, it's an active sky. And then you get moments like this where it is amazing. Like, okay, any moment can be amazing. I will be the first to admit. Any month can be amazing, right? A lot of it is about how you use the energy in the month. And then you have these moments where big things change. Big things change for the collective and for you in your individual journey. And that is the kind of very special month that we have right now. And it is thanks to three big things and a couple of things that may be big for you, certainly, that you can use to your advantage. But look, three really big things. The first happened late last month, and that was Chiron moved into a new sign. Now, this will be for a few months. Later this year, Chiron will retrograde back to where it has been, and then next year we'll move forward for a nice long stay in a new part of the sky. Now, this part of the sky for you has to do with flirtation and romance, and it has to do with creation and creativity. And children as well. And so it looks like with Chiron moving into this part of the sky, see, Chiron is the healer. It brings an energy of healing. Now, sometimes that healing happens in ways that feel very heartwarming and feel very easy. And I think actually, given where Chiron is moving into fellow fire sign Aries, you'll be able to use this energy that much more to your advantage and that much more easily and harmoniously and that much more to empower you. But what tends to happen with this is, especially in this part of the sky, having to do with flirtation, well, you get to meet yourself while flirting with other people, while interacting with new people, while having fun. You get to see the healing power that you can bring, that others bring in those interactions. Now, children can also be a huge healing presence in your life. So whether it's you behaving as a healer or them directly or indirectly behaving in ways that heal you very deeply, well, all of that becomes possible. And also, if you use your creativity to your advantage, that whole process should feel very healing going forward. It's like you know that it is work that you are meant to do now. And a lot of this really is part of taking full advantage of the fact that Uranus has been moving through this part of the sky since really the start of the decade, since the early part of the decade. So much of this decade has been defined so far as Uranus moving through this part of the sky, which is more an energy of revolution and revelation and things just moving very quickly and leaping into your future and freeing you, helping you to be the real you in that area of life. Well, the other big thing happening this month, right in the middle of the month, is that Uranus will change signs. Now, again, this will be for a few months, and then it'll retrograde back into the more flirty part of the chart for you, which is energy that you can use that much more easily, and then next year will move forward and move into this part of the sky for a nice long stay. All in all, it'll be the better part of the next 7 years that Uranus will be in this new part of the sky for you. And this part of the sky has to do with your workplace, your coworkers, your immediate supervisors. The type of work you're doing is covered here, as well as how well you are taking care of yourself and your daily routines and daily rituals. So we have a new moon on the same day as Uranus changes sign in the same part of the sky, which is like the universe just laughing. I think the universe saying, look, I'm going to make it really obvious for you that things have changed. And this is a very positive new moon at that. It is speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto, speaking in supreme harmony with Mars. I just love this energy. And I think that there are going to be new opportunities, new work-related opportunities, new people entering the picture as well, new coworkers, new clients, and different types of work may very well show up for you as well. Now, ultimately, what Uranus wants is to align you with some higher calling in that area of life and align you with authenticity. So where is it that your work represents something authentic about you? And where is it that it doesn't? Well, if it doesn't, then this is going to be a shakeup that ultimately will empower you tremendously. Now, also your health related habits as well. Are you taking the best of care of you or not? Well, that'll show up with Uranus moving into this part of the sky. And with this new moon, I must say, it's kind of like that cold turkey, miraculous healing, just working very quickly and very much to your advantage. Now, if all of that wasn't enough, we have Mars retrograde season happening this month as well. Well, it starts this month. A little bit later on this year, Mars will go retrograde, but for now, Mars enters shadow. So really important to watch what is taking place in your life this month in a couple of different areas. One has to do with your money, the money that you earn and the money that you spend. The other has to do with your communication, how you are expressing yourself, your agreements, and particular people as well, like siblings, cousins, and neighbors, covered by this part of the sky. Well, if you find yourself, having to just spend more time thinking about money, feeling more motivated to make money or change the way you make money, well, the matters that arise this month, chances are you will be returning to them a little bit later on this year. And if you are somebody who's finding that a conversation starts or some matter of consideration starts with one of these people I mentioned, well, chances are you will be returning to it. It'll be part of an ongoing conversation in the months ahead. Now, if all of that wasn't enough, right? Because these are all really big changes. Well, the other big change that's happening, or the big event happening now, is a full moon in your sign. Now, normally you get one full moon per sign per year. This is your moment. This is your time, right? We've got this full moon in your sign, and this tells me a few things, few important things. Given that this full moon is speaking in harmony with Mars as well, so there's a real awakening, empowering characteristic to this full moon. Well, it tells me that with all the stuff changing around you, with all these big cycles happening, you're able to connect it to you. You're able to stay connected to your heart and stay connected to what your heart truly wants and truly does desire. And that's going to help you a lot this month and beyond, but it'll help you at least for now where it comes to matters of love. So I talked a little bit about love already with the move of Chiron, right? But here's some things to consider with this full moon in particular. Chances are, if there is someone new who enters your sphere now, it will, on the one hand, bring a healing energy into your life. But then there's another part of this energy as well, and that has to do with you being very aware of what it is that you truly want and becoming very aware of how you feel, like physically, who do you feel drawn to, attracted to, and why? Well, these are themes that may very well arise, and chances are there may be somebody there who gets you in touch with your feelings within yourself. Now, for those of you who are in an established bond, a lot of this focus is about you, of course. And so it does suggest to me that with what's happening within an established bond, you are very aware of what your heart truly wants. And you're also motivated to move yourself towards what it is that your heart truly wants within this established bond. And this can actually be very empowering indeed. But this is also about the truth of how you feel. And that's the things with full moons. What full moons do is that they make you aware of what it is that you've been feeling all along, or the truth of what you've been really feeling all along, but maybe you hadn't been ready to acknowledge it before. Well, this is going to be a truth very near and dear to your heart, and realizing it and accepting it ultimately ends up making you feel stronger. What I love about this month for you is that connection to self. It is that it really comes around and comes back to you. And there is that focus on self. And that self is very empowered now, feeling very awake and alive and engaged with your beautiful life. Well, I've got a lot more to tell you because I've created special horoscopes for all these big moves I talked about in this month's horoscope. So Chiron changing signs, Uranus changing signs, and Mars entering shadow, the whole Mars retrograde season. Well, I've created special horoscopes that you can download now on my website, nadiyashah.com. Now, if you are a superstar, you get unlimited access and first access to all the special horoscopes that I create, of course, plus you get expanded and exclusive weekly video scopes. So a video like this each and every week on my website, nadiyashah.com, for the superstars at astrofabulous.com, and so much more in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Well, thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.